What are top 3 dream fights that you think could be possible in the next few years? That you'd love to see?
Yeah, I can't think of the name right now. There's a super middleweight that Canelo really should fight. I can't think of his name. Exactly, yeah. That'd be a great fight. I want to see what happens in this, as you put it, this heavyweight tournament. It's going to happen. We have Bivol and Beterbiev coming up, in 4 weeks, 3 weeks? And the great fights are out there. And like you said, His Excellency is putting this stuff together. It's a fight fan's dream to be able to, like almost every month, every other month, look at a card of boxing and go, wow, that was pretty damn good.
Last 2 now. I want to know your thoughts on Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson as well. It must be tough for you to see that fight get made because you were a part of some of Mike Tyson's greatest moments. Do you want to see him come back, or do you think it's a bad move? He's going to make his own decisions, isn't he?
Yeah, Mike right now is a guy that's happy in his own skin. He feels good. He's 50-something, and this might not be the best thing for him. I think it's going to be 2-minute rounds. He still looks like a guy that if he hits you, he can knock you out.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul while he hasn't cracked the top 10 of boxing, maybe he actually has as a cruiserweight. He's shown he's a great athlete, and he's got like a will to win. He really he fights to win. He doesn't go there to play games. So it's going to be an interesting fight. I don't know if it's. I have no idea. I can't really comment on it. I just hope nobody gets hurt. I love both guys. I've known Mike since he was 19 years old, so we go back quite a ways. So let's just see what happens. I will be in Riyadh for the next night. Is going to be, the light heavyweight championship.
Final one from me.
Undisputed light heavyweight championship.
100%. Final one from me. Obviously, when you were starting out in your career in boxing, the UFC and MMA.
I remember back that far. Okay.
The UFC and MMA wasn't even a thing, and then to see your half brother Bruce go on to achieve what he's achieved, and you guys at the top of combat sports together.
The interesting thing about UFC, I actually did 3 of the first half dozen UFC events, and at the time I had a contract with WCW Wrestling.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so they felt like that was, sort of like a competitive thing, and I said, oh, okay. I was, wrestling back in the 90s, was making a lot of money, and so was I. So I was very happy to make that choice. And then the time came for my brother Bruce to step up. He would do undercard fights for me, and he had a natural gift for being very bombastic and exciting, which was just perfect for UFC. And he's a superstar.
Amazing. I really appreciate your time. A true legend of the game.